X real quick and see if this thingamajig is on. Is it? It's not. Why not? Oh, it does. Alright. So while that says live, it tells me I'm supposed to share. Okay, so share. And let's put share via post this. Boom. Chimpers Chuesday. Chimpers Chuesday. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's how we're gonna share it. I should be live on, let's see, notifications. Let's go to, boom. Let's go to start now. It's Tuesday. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I gotta do this streaming thing manually. And now I just finally figured out how to do it. Spaces is starting up soon. Let me share it through the. Let me share it. Let me share it. Let me see. Okay, so I got them live. Okay, cool. I just gotta share the spaces, bro. Oh no. Huh. Let's see, share. I gotta find a better way to do this. I got to find a better way to do this. Paste. Wipers is on. Let's get them on. Give them a wave. This is annoying, bro. It's annoying. Not gonna lie, I do like the X sort of like loading song. Where you send a link, you send a link, you send a link. Alright, cool. Send a link. Yeah, let's start putting stuff up on the Jumbotron there real quick. Where's the price? Price. Papa. Pop is here. And he left. PC. PC's here. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going. That's it, bro.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, Franklin.
Oh no, not that. Technical difficulties. I gotta get it together. Right, so this is the one we're gonna post up first. Share. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday. Sups up, Chimp. Happy Tuesday to White Face PC. Appreciate you legends coming in early. A like, a retweet, a comment will be greatly appreciated. Send out the noties on the chats. The stream is looking good. Yeah, so we're gonna give it a couple more minutes for people to come in. But it's gonna be a good one. Happy Tuesday to everyone. Good afternoon. We chimpin', chimp. What the? Where is that? Oh no. What the? Yes, may I help you? May I help you? Haha. Nice. Nice. What else? What pictures? See, I'm live. Oh, yeah. All right. I guess we can. I guess we can start. I'm looking at these pictures, videos. We gotta give a warm welcome to JPN Spy.eth. Kind of jealous I wasn't able to make it to the meetup on the the Crypto Society. But up there on the jumbotron to the far left is a post by JPN. Yeah, JPN. He won himself a blind box. That's great. Happy Wednesday. Actually, sorry now. My bad. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Get it together, Frank. Get it together. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, got a couple of stuff to get into. I've seen a couple of interesting things um, that I think will be worth a good conversation. So, PC, Craig, if you guys have a chance, please do come up. Let's chop it up. But we see a couple of chimp millionaires, soulbound NFTs appearing on the timeline. Jeremy, with like this, what is this? I forget what you call it, but he looks like a winter chimp. He writes another incredible piece in the Chimpers Chimp Millionaire Club Gallery. Congrats to the absolute grail, Ape Hammer. You and Timpers really created something remarkable here. Ape Hammer. Ape Hammer's PFP looks crazy. Like Eskimo. Eskimo is the word I was looking for. Gotta go give my boy a shout out. Baki also got his. Baki has a nice Bitcoin chain around him, which I find to look fire, fire. Loves to see that. Wonder why he went with the bold look. It looks great though, regardless with the black hoodie. I mess with it. You gotta give my man Baki a shout out. Congrats on this grail, and we do that live. We do that live. Congrats on the grail, legend. Yeah. So there's a tournament. Yep, there's a tournament. And the winners will be announced March 9th. You get a chance at winning Chimpers NFT, Blind Box, and Chimpster. Chimpster, I believe. And all you have to do is buy a protocol chimp. Buy a protocol chimp. That's all you have to do to enter. Each chimp that you get will count as a spot in the contest. So real quick, we're launching a special activation this week powered by Chimpers Treasury. Up for grabs, 1 Chimpers NFT, 2 Series 1 plush keychain blind boxes, 3 dojo bundles. Ooh, junkie, loving the PFP. Um, yeah, 3 dojo apparel bundles. So I'm thinking this might be the straight out of the dojo, and if it is, that's some OG merch right there. So definitely worth a I don't know a entry if you guys got the funds for it. For sure. Definitely worth an entry. And to enter, collect any strategy listed chimpers. Each chimp collected gives you 1 spot on the wheel spinner. You must have no chimps listed. Strategy is there in the post, so you can search it up and click that link. How does this work? Fees from the chimpers. Yeah, fees from Chimpster accumulate in the pool to acquire Chimpers NFTs, which the strategy wallet then relists. When those Chimpers NFTs sell, 100% of the ETH proceeds are used to buy and burn Chimpster. That's the flywheel. Let's fuel it together. So yeah, some initiative and an incentive behind this initiative to try to pick up some protocol chimps. Again, you will have a chance to win a Chimpers NFT. I think that's a good bet. And the blind box keychains, as we see in them on the timeline, um, also worth a grab. Also worth a grab. Let me, Junkie, can you come up? How you doing? How you chimping on this Tuesday? Um, yeah, so that goes all the way to March 9th. So definitely worth a look. Check for that. The first one on the Jumbotron to the right side. But yeah, look at the meetup. We see Insight giving the blind box to JPN Spy.eth. But talking about those blind boxes, they posted up 2, and I think it was worth a share, right? Because Sir Joy talks about the vertical growth, but he also talks about it growing horizontally. So there's this collector that she collects a couple things, or that's really her niche there. and her name is Lily Collects underscore. On Instagram, she has 40.8K followers, and she was unboxing a Chimpers blind box, um, putting the product in front of her audience. Again, perfectly executed horizontal strategy there. Um, but she wasn't the only um, collector that broke a blind box. We have, um, she goes by Domo, Domo, Domox Rilla. Damn, I probably botched that. But you can check it up there. Inside to the far left. Meanwhile, on social media, Chimpy just landed in one of the best Domo collector treasure troves. Step by step, more people are finding Chimpers and actually falling in love. That's the real indicator. Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, they love to collect the product. I mean, I can't wait to see a future where like the Web 2 audience, the fandom over there in real life, um, dwarfs the audience that it's in Web 3, and I mean that in a good way because you want other people to fall in love with this IP. So I think again, um, great way to have your IP in front of other people is this user generated content, unboxing, and other collectors pages. Yeah, so big win. And if you see those, show some love so they can see that the chimps make noise. They make noise. Um, Junkie's probably busy at work right now. How's the snow treating
I'm
you out
here.
there? Oh, Junkie, happy Tuesday, bro. How was the snow treating you?
Dude, I don't know how, but I got like 6 inches. And then where I used to live, 10 minutes away, 2 feet. I don't even know. We didn't get nothing here. We got like 6 inches. It was nothing. But
Oh,
everywhere else got hammered. How about you?
no, man. I did a lot of shoveling on Sunday. I would say Sunday around like 9, 10 ish. Started doing a lot of shoveling through there, and then when I made it back home, I did more shoveling, and then I woke up the next day. I did another like 2 hours of shoveling. Like my arms hurt,
That's
but
crazy.
in a good way. In a good way.
Good workout. You can skip workout day.
There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all along the coast got hammered. The closer to the ocean, the more you got.
yeah. I don't mind it. For me, it's business as usual. I'm already used to it, so I mean, nothing too
Yeah.
crazy. It wasn't like life alternate. Yeah, it wasn't like that, like life changing. But they did have this
Mm-mm.
thing where like after 9 o'clock you couldn't be on the road. So
Really?
yeah, so that was probably the only thing from 9 p.m. That Sunday, I believe, yeah, that Sunday to 12 p.m. Monday. So they closed down schools for my kids.
Yeah, they closed all of ours too.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. There was places that got 3 feet of snow. It was insane.
Yeah, dude. But we got featured in another Beeple art piece. Welcome to Denver 2026. And you scroll, zoom in. It's a, it's the one next to the in between the quirky and the Azuki. A nice aesthetic chimp. Always love to see us being showcased in Beeple's art pieces. Every day's they're dope. Have you seen the contest, and are you going to participate in it? An entry, um, yeah, how you enter is just buying a protocol chimp, and
Yeah, if
then
you give me the money, I'll do
I was gonna ask
it.
inside. I was gonna go ask inside. Yo, bro, please let me some money
Yeah, I'm shit broke.
for real, for real. But I gotta put a
Yeah.
nice stat talking about those protocol chimps because ever since we migrated, the majority of the listed chimpers are protocol chimps. Um, where are you? I'm looking for right here. So you can check up the post to the far left. Insight writes, post migration, the majority of listings are now coming from the Chimpers strategy, which means when someone finds their forever chimp, there's a high chance it's a strategy listed one, and the sale burns Chimpster from the proceeds. Every new holder strengthens the flywheel. That's an impressive stat. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, they've consumed a lot because we had burned a lot of chipsters. So the wheel is turning, that's for sure. And when the market starts to go green again, chipsters go back up again.
Yeah, I mean, currently if you look at the Chimpers collection, the main page, I mean, we already passed that half mark, right? So it's 3,231 as of this recording, and if Insight saying statistically the majority is um, strategy listed ones, it's pretty cool that they don't have to go to the strategy website, and and maybe unbeknownst to them, they're picking up their forever chimp, and they don't know that they are actively helping that flywheel spin. Only thing I would like to say though is that it would be great to have a strategy or a token works logo on top, just so also like other people might know, and we're like, oh, okay, this is a listed one. Let me go for it.
True.
Because
Because most people don't know where they're at on the site. So this is
yeah,
a lot smarter.
yeah. I mean, right now it's holding. I think it went up two chimpers. Now it's holding 390 NFTs, and is nearing the protocol trigger. It has 0.660 ETH, and the next available floor chimp is at 0.74 ETH. So not too far away. What is it, like 0.08 Ethereum before
Yep.
the strategy is triggered, and the current supply burnt is 13.28. Um, I wanted to talk on that a little bit because I've seen a couple of posts that I think just makes it even more chimpish at this price. Um, Currently, strategy is getting a beaten. You have 0.003 currently as of the recording of how much it costs for a chimpster token, which is I don't remember the entry point that I entered in, but it's probably like 0.27, something like that. 0.
And
Point two
probably.
two zeros, yeah, something like that. For me, at least for me. So I'm
Hmm.
like, it's damn near approaching my entry point in the beginning, anyway. So I mean, it's great
Good time to get in.
for sure, dude, for sure. I would like to post it this right here on the far left. If you guys see, Sir Joey post, perhaps a touch low for a top five NFT project in a rapidly growing real world brand. Think about it. An aligned ecosystem with products, licensing, distribution, and over time, Chimpers or Chimpster for that matter, plays an increasingly meaningful role inside the system. Uh, yeah, for a token to have that mechanic inside that protocol that just burns itself, it feeds into the project, but the brand, as we've seen before, like Good Vibes, being the first ones, but now Chimpers, having um, that enforced royalties, already pledging real world brand revenue to it. It just seems like a great entry point. And not financial advice, but Curtis puts quick look at Chimpers, 1.4% on 24 hours. See, I don't know what that means. As the base mystery box mint progress, we'll continue supporting Chimpers ecosystem. Mint a box. Oh, so is this Curtis? Do you know, bro, if this is Curtis project? I do see him post up a lot about these mystery boxes.
I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not aware of it.
Let me look at this real quick, but it's on base. Yeah, mystery boxes, mystery box. It's in the public stage. Hmm.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure I seen them too. The blue boxes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That one.
Yeah, I seen them. I think it is.
It might be his. So that's pretty dope that he comes out with a collection and he's helping feed the flywheel.
That's awesome.
Pretty great to see that. Pretty great to see that.
Yo, on another note,
Mm-hmm.
h- how about the Kawhis?
Oh yeah, man. You want to talk about that a little bit? Just I mean, without like releasing stuff. But
Yeah, yeah,
what are
yeah.
your first
Th-
thoughts on the glances that that we were able to look at? I think that would be interesting to
There
talk about.
is there's some straight heat in there. The stuff that I've seen, there is some sick ones. It makes me want to buy all these chips. But yeah, they really did a nice job on that. Wait till everybody sees them. I can't wait for everybody's reaction. They look amazing. Super clean.
Yeah, just for some context there, like they reached out. I'm not sure if they put it in the regular chats, but reached out to see if there was any volunteers, that were able to just allocate some of their time to help out review some of these Kawhis, and we were so lucky to be picked, me and Junkie, and yeah, just seeing them really in first. I don't know
We're
about you.
losing you, bro.
Am I here? Am I audible?
Y- Yeah, we're losing you a little bit. You're going in and out.
Oh man, the connection, bro. Come on, man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
So,
much better.
sound like the Verizon
Yeah, it's still
commercial.
doing it. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so it was pretty great. I mean, I was showing my brother. I'm like, look what I'm doing. He's like, oh, you're just looking at cute little monkeys. I'm like, it's a little bit more than that, but yeah, I'm looking through them. The team trusted me and another friend to just look over them and see if you see any like mistakes on layering or anything like that, or any inputs in general. It was pretty great to like feel like you're part of the process there. But yeah, I would say that these kawaii give a new flavor to the Chimpers collection. Again, this is non-dilutive. It's just more of a feeling like a cohesive sort of step forward. To get all the worlds really just mashing together. Like the Genesis already has the kawaii. Now you have the main collection, and again, well, Chimpy and Friends is in kawaii style, so it's just like the union. But yeah, man, really great stuff. I feel really hyped for everyone to receive their kawais because it's gonna be epic to see all the kawais in PFP.
Yeah, there's so much you could do with them too. I don't even have any artistic talent, but I can even do stuff with them. So others will kill it.
Yeah, I mean, they're so easy to just put on a grok or any other like imaging AI that can really just spice it up. You can do anything really with them. I I put
Yeah,
mine's because mine's has, I don't know, it looked kind of weird. So I put it on Grok and tell them, can you use this chimpers and put a smiley face on it. So that's my PFP
hmm
now.
I seen it. Looks good.
Yeah, but you seen these new chimp millionaire soulbound NFTs popping up? Baki's came out. Ape Hammers came out. There's someone that just actually reached the milestone of entering the Chimp Millionaires Club.
Yeah, Baki's is bad. That thing's sick.
I'm giving a shout out to Amy. Thank you so much for joining the space, Amy. Give you a follow. Uh, yeah, dude, it's great to see those. Man, but you just have to have a crap load of money to enter that club, which I don't
Yeah, I'm
have.
broke.
Which I don't have. Yeah, man. So the weather didn't really affect your commute. No job, like closing or
Nah,
anything like that.
no, no worries at all. Everything is good.
Well, that's great because it didn't do nothing to me either. Besides the long commute, that was probably about it. But everything else was just pretty smooth, pretty normal to be honest.
Good.
Already used to it. But again, you gotta suffer those narrow avenues are the ones that suffer the most to be honest in these kind of weather
Oh my God,
conditions.
New York with snow is never good.
Never, bro. Uh, I like this post here that I think is pretty good to post out. Insight post. There isn't a more aligned strategy for chimpers and the community than our adoptive ecosystem token, Chimpster. Again, It's at 0.003. But since launch, 55 million Chimpster market bought by the team via our treasury and drop revenues. So we had those car collections also. Any those proceeds also went to it. A growing NFT treasury from founders and teams we believe in, stronger together. Ongoing buybacks powered by our NFT royalties and token works fees. $5 in Chimpster distributed to every holder who migrated to the new royalty enforced contract. 2,531,000 Chimpster distributed to 629 migrated holders, taking a total token holders past 1,100. Direct wallet transfers now enable for greater flexibility. I don't think that's something we touched on last week too. So we can send each other a Chimpster without paying I think a large fee or without a fee. I'm not sure which one it was.
Tax and a fee or something.
Yeah, which makes it great because you want to be able to transfer that between
Yep.
wallets. Yeah, and Collectors Hub in progress with structure reward seasons ahead based on previous loyalty and support. Can't wait for that. Those cards are looking super clean. And importantly, the NFTs grow with it. It's not a fractionalist. There are constraints and trade offs, and still very early. But the alignment is real, a new way to build with community, not around it, just getting started. So, again, a nice little like picture that shows you how the strategy works. But yeah, a couple of things there to note that the marketplace the collector hub is already getting a lot of sneak peeks. I saw a couple that I want to point out, and I want to get your take on this, Junkie, or in anyone, Charles, GTA, Zoobs, you want to come up and talk about these sneak peeks in general, anything that you've been up to. Be great to have you up. But you have these regions now that are popping up, and I would like to hear where would you want your chimp to come from. So, Sir Joy puts, which region would you prefer, or would you hope your chimp comes from? They have the take take take. Oh damn, Teyakondain Empire, the Heart of the Forest, Waterfall City, and River Temple, Crystal Highlands, Maria, Panda Valley, and Great Panda City, Dragon Wasteland, the Underworld, Fluorescent Isles, the Dojo, Adventure Plains, Mystic Cat Tunnels, Beyond the World, Sky, and Space. So these are the major regions. Um, so the lore continues. The lore continues. What do you think about these names, and where would you want your chimp to come from? Zeus points that his is definitely from beyond the world. I think so too, Zeus. I think so too. John Reyes says take Teacondain Empire and the Underworld. Yeah, we got a lot of nice takes. I would think that, well, I would like for mine to be from the Adventure Plains or the Heart of the Forest. I think those fit my chimp well. Um, yeah, those are the ones to the top left if you guys want to see them. Find that to be pretty cool. Um, and we also saw this sneak peek by Insight. Where are you? Here you go. It's pretty smooth. I'm liking the display so far. We got a request up. Let's go. Request from Zoobs. Zoobs, happy Tuesday, brother. Happy Tuesday. How you chimping on a Tuesday?
Happy Tuesday, Franklin. How you doing?
Doing great, bro. Doing great. Staying warm. and liking the timeline, seeing
You know,
the
you
yeah,
guys got snow. We've just about got sun. It's come out in the past few days, so the depression is finally over.
for sure, bro. Um, yeah, I think the worst is behind us as far as the snow goes. But yeah, what would I saw that you said beyond the world. I think that's fitting for your cherry chimp with the gem on his forehead. But what do you think about these more expansion on the lore of there being, we always talk about their factions, but now they're being like set like tribes or clans. What do you think about that? And have you seen the post that I put to the far left? It shows like a
Yeah,
profile. So it shows like Happy Tuesday, Pedro. It shows him with the master through the cycle, 90 to 100 points. Master for 125 days. I wonder what that means. It shows my collection, shows his chimpers there, his art and culture. I'm assuming that that's from the artworks and the Cherry Chimp Chronicles. It shows an alignment score here that tracks Chimpster. It has the strategy section that I'm assuming is all the chimps that Pedro has bought from the strategy, and then quick thing where it says um, position. Nope, I don't see nothing else. But yeah, those are little sneak peeks that we're getting here and there. What are your thoughts in general from those two things?
in terms of the world, I think it's massive because it opens up the law, whether it's something that's going to be whether it's centralized or decentralized. I like that to use that term because whether it comes from the team or whether it comes from the community members, of course, it opens up so many opportunities. You see stuff that Rafa's doing with his AI stuff and whatnot, and there's so many opportunities. If you are either assigned or you choose a world you're in, you can make up a whole story about your chimp and potentially other chimps and stuff like that as well. Opening up different worlds and whatnot. It's I like to call it, or I like to think of it like the multiverse as you have in Marvel, because that's what they all are at the end of the day, just different worlds, and you have different backgrounds and different chimps coming with different stories. I think it's amazing where it can go, and Sergio has always been talking about becoming a brand like Pokemon and like other stuff out there. And I think this is that opening for us, um, because you can come up with so many different things with like I'm recently getting into anime and there's manga and stuff like that. So like all these worlds could have so many different types of lore, which opens up so many different opportunities to produce products based on that as well. So it becomes a brand in itself, the chimp, but also um, the whole chimpers as a whole as well. So I think there's so much opportunity, and I guess we all just need to take that opportunity and expand upon it.
Definitely, and as you mentioned, the AI, seeing how they're using AI to sort of try to fast track in a way, because if you've seen there was a sneak peek by Sir Joey on his chimp, him having a unique name, a unique like storyline based on all the lore that they grabbed, they collected, and they put into an AI, and then the AI will spit out very chimpish lore behind the chimp. So I'm really liking how they're using AI to sort of activate new things
Really?
and
It's a
yeah.
safety. It's probably because it's got ice in it. Did you fix it? Here? Tell them to go
Junkie.
U-Haul. It's $1.50.
Chunk is talking
Porsche.
about work. He should be talking about chimps, I think.
Nah, to
He
be
should be
honest,
here selling the chimps to the guy. So you buy your car wherever Chunky sells and get a chimp with it as well.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm like, you buy this Cayenne and you get a Chimpster too. So let's go.
Junkie doing the hard chimp work. Yeah, man. But to see it come in little by little, using AI, I feel like is a great tool. I always put that I watch all in podcast, but they Jason, one of the besties there, he said how he had this AI, this top like general AI called Ultron, and he basically managed other AIs that were specifically doing different jobs inside of the business, making it like this super manager role. So I find that super interesting, and I wonder how much that will play in these new companies, and I know how much we can do with it because you see how Rafa just really like makes super great videos. And then if this is how we're still super early on the technology, so if this is how much good quality comes out, I can only imagine when it's like when the craft is fully like honed in. It would be great to see what else they pop up with.
100%. I was speaking to Rafa yesterday, and he was telling me about the software he uses, Higgsfield, and he said they were taken down. I don't know to what extent, but people have been making, um, I don't know, you want to call them deep fakes, but they're kind of movies with different characters' faces in there. So, like, you've got The Rock and stuff like that, actors out there, and you can just change their face. So there was a really funny Shrek one, but he was just talking about the fact that Hollywood themselves um, are probably concerned right now. The fact that you can just put in a prompt, give it a reference image, and it could make movie grade um, scenes, you could say. So, whilst we're still early, I think there is concern in those sectors, but it just shows how advanced it is, even though we're still early. So, if Rafa hones his craft, he'll probably come out with a Chimpers movie soon as well.
Yeah, I believe that to be true. I believe that to be true. Just in general,
Love that.
just in general, if you take on that mindset that you're laying out there, it is fact that AI is here and they're you being used in different ways. Now I'm seeing how scientists are using AI and putting in all the information that they have, and then they find a cure for a certain thing. And yeah, it's just super interesting in general how AI is being used, and yeah, how can it can be used creatively. Um, let me touch on this point real quick that Sergey puts up. While the markets and sentiments are down, though I'd share a positive story on why Chimpers are destined to become one of the most successful character brands of all time. Early 23, we knew we had it to grow the brand beyond the NFT bubble, so we created Chimpy, our mass appeal social mascot. It became a huge success, helping us grow millions of followers and positioning the Chimpers as a real world business and brand. The biggest challenge was always how to connect nostalgic pixel art, deep storytelling, and world building with a cute kawaii mascot making people smile on socials. For a time, it was a puzzle and it felt disconnected, but it isn't. It's both depth and reach, which multiply touch points and different emotional connections within the same universe. This is actually a real superpower for a character brand. Step by step, we are merging the two worlds of Web 2 and NFTs, Kawaii Chimp style versions of all 5,555 NFTs, elements of the Chimpers woven into our Web 2 stories, crossover products that bridge holders and mainstream fans, a loyalty and collector hub that welcomes everyone into one aligned ecosystem. It's not just art, the story evolving, it's a ecosystem where the brand growth and mainstream success positively feeds the core and the core strengthens the brand. Zub, would you say that this is like really um, a revolutionary sort of approach on building a proper character brand? No, being it that it has that new technology that wasn't available before, how hard? I mean, yeah, how hard would it be for now legacy brands to catch up with this and really create a genuine group of people that support the brand, but also built out systems to like one have the community, the original holders, and the new holders that are coming in engage with like fun contests like we've been a part of. You know, getting your Kawhi early, getting a Giphy. Yeah, I mean, how do you look at this? Because this is kind of like the idea I want to grapple with a little bit to be able to ask Sir Joey, you know, his sort of mindset, but a new way to create a brand, and then you have a system that feeds into the ecosystem, and then you just have creatives that create great products like the cards. Um, yeah, and knowing that the character brand market is just like in the billions. What do you think about all this stuff that everyone here is into?
My personal opinion, I think the reason why it's different is because it's an evolving nature. Like the product grows as the community grows. Like we have the chimps at the moment. How I see it at least is we have the chimps, the 5,555, etc. And now, we had a bit of the lore in the chronicles and stuff like that. But now that we've got a community, we can build on the lore a bit more and gain that community to be stronger with kind of the products we put out. So whilst we still have the new technologies, kind of integrating that into the Web 2 world, I think that's how I see, or how I think Joey thinks about it. And I like to think of it a bit like a startup in that sense. It's like we're growing with the community around us, and it's not just like a new movie on Netflix, for example, where they take a bet. I'm like, will it succeed? Like Chimpers and NFT brands is like the bet is the startup, and then once you get that community, you kind of know you can grow that, and that's what we've seen with like the social media stuff they've been doing. We're seeing with the collector, the kawaii stuff, like the want is there. That's how I see how things are going. But I really think Craig's gonna hate me putting him on the spot, but we need Craig up here because it's all about that IP growth, and I know Craig loves that chat. So Craig, if you can, I would be grateful for you to come up here and tell us more on how you think these things will kind of evolve, and how IP is at the center of it.
Put your tea down and get up here.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
actually drinking tea right now as we speak.
I knew you were.
You
It's
get,
that time of the day.
Zeus, you didn't get a chance to go to the meetup? It looked like a lot of fun.
No, I didn't, unfortunately. So right now we're in the month of fasting, so there's a lot of extra prayers and stuff like that. So I've been a little busy, but I was speaking to Insight, and he did say there might be a summer one, which will be perfect because in the school holidays, nothing's on. So hoping to meet up with some more of the UK chimps and potentially some international ones if you can make it. Franklin, NFT Junkie, and the rest of the gang here, it'll be awesome. We've got Nap here, and he's not too far from us. He's European, so maybe we can get Nap down to the summer one as well.
Yeah, that'd be great. The initiative there behind the whole thing, it's pretty great. Great idea from Burge, Jaden, and the team over there that are trying to build this like a social hub, basically what we're doing here, but in person because seeing each other in person is just another like little touch to it. You get to see the face behind the PFP. It gets to you get to really see like it's not just a couple of people. Like it's this big thing. That we're obviously super early on, and just great to socialize, and just get to see and meet other people and grow that network. Yeah, man. If it's in the cards, if financially I'm able to, for sure, I'll be down to do any kind of meetups. To be honest, I can't get enough of those meetups. Like I did a meetup with some Friend members on a 34th Street. Yeah, by 34th Street, in this like card. To be honest, I never really went there, but I think it's called Adam and something. I'm watching the name, but it was for the release of their new super sticker packs, their new products. And it was just great to see people, great to socialize, great to make content. Yeah, I'm all for that. So hopefully more meetups in 2026 and beyond, because can't get enough of those.
You're too humble, Franklin. We saw that video of you and Gary Vee chatting it up.
Oh man, no, dude. Like, I always get my heart beating. Like, I don't know if it happens to you, but it's just like I'm overthinking what I'm about to say, and then boom, it happens, and it just comes so naturally. Like, it just became a now sort of like a routine that every time I finish having a conversation with him, I always ask him if he can give a shout out to my children, and he always does. So I'm like, I'm super grateful for that. Yeah, just just little by little in my own way, trying to like grow my presence, because I think that's really the alpha there. Go to as many meetups as possible, get people to recognize you as a consistent presence in the space, and then yeah, just see where those networking effects go. But really, just try to build and just collect, I guess, because I mean that's what I'm doing. Technically, I'm just collecting. But yeah, it's always great to be seen. I feel like and to see the CEO, one of the founders, not the president, but CEO, the creator. It's pretty great. It's like talking to Walt Disney. Um, yeah, it's. I still can't believe that stuff like this exists. That's kind of like why I ask you, what do you think about everything that we're doing? Because we owning these assets give us access to these kind of experiences. And as someone that again, I want to say I'm like I have a profession that I'm super proud of. Like it's not educating, it's not educated through like college and stuff like that. It's just more life experience. I would say like this is like my one time where I feel like, oh shoot, I did something correctly, that I'm able to connect or rub shoulders with other people that are in different other areas of profession that I don't think naturally, just by saying hi to somebody, I would be able to do that. So that's where I feel like NFTs are this great networking vehicle.
No, 100% agree. I think it also shows like you don't need a degree to get into these spaces and these people at all. So definitely something to be proud of, Franklin. And on that topic, we also saw your chimp plush keychains. We saw your makeshift Chimpers jacket, probably worth about 10 ETH now. What was your reception like in terms of your conversation with people that said, "Oh, that's really cool. How can I get one of those?" Or "What's Chimpers about?" Like, what was your reaction? Just because you went to something which was related to VFriends, of course, but during your conversation, something must have come up. What was the reception to that like?
Well, I mean, I still believe that there's still like a lot of like work to do, in the sense that a lot of people aren't so fast to like say hi to somebody and chop it up. It's more about like, oh, I know you from last event. Let me stick to you like glue, and let me not get out of my comfort zone. So no, I didn't really have. I would be lying if I said I had a conversation with like everybody there, but everybody that I would like look at, if we would glance to each other's eyes, I would say, hey, what's up? What brings you here? And just talk on that level, but never really like, hey, look at what I'm wearing. Let me talk to you about chimpers, or let me talk to you about the good chimp word. No, not really. The only thing that I would say that when I was talking to Gary Vee, you know, I told him, so now that you're part of the Chimpers community, I want to give you this, and it was the Statue of Liberty Chimpers, the Chimpers head with the Statue of Liberty sort of crown, and he just said, "Oh yeah, dude, I love the team," and he just put it back into his pants. But that was pretty much as far as that went. And then I just met up with a couple of people that I've linked up with before. Said hi, submitted my cards. It was pretty great to have PSA right there in the same shop. So he signed my cards, and I went directly to go get them graded. But yeah, I think this is still a lot of work to do, in the sense that maybe still a little socially awkward around the areas. But yeah, it would just be great to just keep at it. Maybe this event wasn't fully like communicating with everybody, but maybe next event, I might take even bigger leaps. But yeah, I always feel like the best return on your investment is being able to access these real life events. But yeah, man, I think that's really my thing, my bread and butter, the thing I enjoy the most. Um,
Maybe at the next one we can get a Chimper slash V Friends sort of event, and you can be the host for Chimpers. You're there. You already know the people. You're boys with Gary V now as well, so I think you're directly positioned for that, Franklin.
man, I appreciate the kind words, bro, and support, bro. Next time I'm just gonna reach out to you and tell me to consult me, because I'm like, dude, he made a good point. Now that I had Gary Vee in front of me, I could have just tell him, hey, would you commit to coming on the spaces? Kind of flopped that opportunity, but I get a next one. The good thing about V Friends
He'll
is
definitely do it.
that their headquarters is in New York City, so there'll most likely be more opportunities going down the line. Um, have you boys over here, the super super intellectual, and I want to divert a little bit from the Web3 topic, and I want to showcase this right here. I've been a big fan of Dr. David Sinclair and his approach to reversing the aging process. And he sort of puts it to this way: as we age, that our cells don't replicate as they used to, and there's this misconnection there, so they don't replicate exactly the cells, and that is what aging is. And so he's already successfully done it in his lab, and this year they've been approved for the first human trials. So it could be possible that in the next 3 months we'll be able to see if this could work, if there's ways to reverse aging, um, and cure diseases. Your thoughts on these boys?
What is it? Like a peptide or
Great question. What is it? I'm not sure if it's one thing, but um,
probably multiple?
yeah, multiple things most likely. But yeah, his lab has been working on this for a bit, because I have been following his work, and this is the first time the FDA clears him for human trials. Imagine
Interesting.
what time to be alive. I tell my kids, and I might be a little crazy here, but I tell them, like, I think your age, your generation will be the first generation to reach or to live a longer life because of all the technology that is being applied to the science field.
Call me a pessimist, Franklin, but sometimes I think it might be easier to be in the ground than it is to be alive at this day and age.
True.
I do believe that there's a lot of stuff to like shake your head, but I always like to look at the optimistic side of things. We do live in a great time where like space travel through like different methods is now just becoming more reusable, right? SpaceX, so leaving Earth is already there. Again, we talked about AI, so I do feel like you adding AI to your science approach could open doors to new things. And then just technology overall. I feel like technology overall, it's just, again, improving. And then there's different things that one can use to, I don't know, there's like noises that you can do to meditate. Like, it's not probably one thing that cures everything, but just the fact that there's so much stuff available for one to, like, adopt to their life that, might make um, what is it? It might just give you a chance to live longer. I don't know. I just feel like great times. Obviously, not really great times, but technology wise, I don't know if anyone would say that. they will want to live in a different time period. Like you can access the world through your phone, bro. Like you can build your brand through your phone technology. I don't know. I just feel like those are good things to point out.
You could send money in imaginary currency on a thing called a chain.
There you go, man. Telling you. We gotta give a big shout out to Poppy though. Poppy gave away a Giga Burger trait, and this one is super clean from his personal collection. And the lucky recipient was. Where are you? Where are you? Oh man, I just had it. Nope, I botched it. But it was a Chimpers. It was a Chimpers. Oh, God Candle. There you go. My bad. God Candle is the recipient of this Giga Burger. Um, and I don't know what you had to do to enter it, but shout outs to Poppy for being a real one, and shout outs to God Candle for getting this fire, fire, fire chimp. Um, I guess on the subject of adoption, 60 Minutes showcased Rafiq, Rafiki, Rafiq, in his like art gallery that is also uses AI to generate these images, but also has different other things that help you stimulate the whole experience. So if you see, and it's to the top left, uh, sorry if since I don't know your name, but she had this little like headset looking thing that released odor based on what was on the screen, and also they have this little bracelet that they will add to the experience further down the line that will, based on your heart rate, present you with other images. So the fact that digital art is being broadcast in one of I would say big like platforms like 60 Minutes, which is like a legacy platform, I found out to be super bullish. Have you checked it out? Top left there, and it was posted by Cosmo de Medici. Bullish signs overall. I did mention that we were featured in Beeple's Eve Denver everyday art piece, so that's a great win there. Let's talk socials real quick. TikTok is at 2.1 million followers. It has 50.4 million likes. Instagram is at 1.2 million followers. We're seeing an uptick on Giphy, and most recently, um, Timp was it Timpers? Timpers posted that there's more Giphies on the way. So watch out for them Giphies. Currently, we have 626 uploads and 930 million Giphy views. And in one of the spaces that they have recently, Sir Joey said, it's crazy to point out that Pudgies and Bearish, I think, is the NFT IP that just has so much Giphy uploads, and that equals to more views. So maybe approaching a more like tone down a little bit on the quality and focus a lot more on the quantity might be the approach to try to get as much Giphies up there as possible. But if you do go to the Giphy website, you are gonna see a lot of new chimpy Giphies. So yeah, Master Chimpo says more Giphies. It's time. Hopefully that helps us out grow more views. Telegram has 6K subscribers, and Facebook has 380K followers. So nice healthy numbers. Nice healthy numbers. We did say that the protocol is about to get triggered. It just needs 0.08 ETH to buy up the next floor chimp at 0.74 ETH. We can check on yeah, the main collection. We noted that it has 3,231, so way above our expectation for the first couple of months, which was a great thing to see. Um, we do have the treasury that we got to highlight. The treasury has 39 chimpers. It has actively bought more community founded projects. So you have Heavy Metals, Del Mundos, the Moriusu, the Normies from Search. That went well for him. So shout outs to him. Frankie's Diner, the Regenerates, less than three. Yeah, so they're really loading up this treasury. Remember, all of these are for the the rewards loyalty um, hub, and their current value is at 227.1K in USD. So not a small treasury, and love seeing these collections. Do you guys take a look at the um, at the treasury often?
I do sometimes, not often, but sometimes. I have you to inform me of everything, so it's different.
But what does that signal to you? I want to get your mindset. What does that signal to you? It has 200, let's just say 200K worth of assets in USD, majority of it being Chimster. What does that signal to you as a holder?
That the foundation is strong. Because think about where it started, and it keeps consuming and reselling, and it just keeps going up. And yeah, we're in a downturn right now, but that doesn't mean it's going to stay that way, obviously. So when they're reselling all the chimps they hold, which they hold a lot, it's just going to make the wheel spin even harder.
I agree. I agree. TMA posts that this last selfie from X Copy just got loaned by 1 million. Do you know how that operates? Like, what does that even mean? Because it said that it would generate. It's at a 2023 EARP. So the lender stands to earn 113,315 USD in interest over the next 6 months. What does that even mean? Do you know anything about loaning your NFTs? And have you done it successfully? I just only heard about it, but I've been hearing some bad stories.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't even know what all that's about, but I don't do that. You can loan, like, put your NFT as collateral, is what it is, and get money back to do what? I don't even know why you would do that, but people will put their NFT as collateral, something expensive or something, and then they have to pay it back by a certain amount of time or it just gets taken.
Damn.
So, yeah, that's not for me.
Huh. But that is giving it a $1 million appraisal. That's not. That's, I guess, just signals the value of X copy art. But if you see crypto adults, please give my man a congrats. He has just entered the Chimp Millionaire Club. He just entered the Chimp Millionaire Club. And you can look up the Chimp Millionaire Club up on OpenSea, and you get to see the cool chimpified alongside with Timpers. Did you get to see this? Crypto.com has been granted conditional clearance to launch a national crypto bank in the United States.
Yeah, it's the same thing. All these companies, when they're doing certain things, have to have a banking license. So it doesn't really mean anything. Depends on what they do with it, really.
I always thought it was something like, okay, they're gonna either gobble up some of the banks, and they're gonna be the bank, but they're gonna have that crypto infrastructure. Um, I don't know if that's the wrong way to look at it.
It depends. Like crypto is their balance sheet per se, but rules change a lot, laws change, so as they change, they have to change. So there might be a new law that says if you're doing something they're doing, you have to hold a banking license too. So that could be part of it as well. But who knows?
Hmm. Also says the UAE's second largest bank, Emirates NBD, says Bitcoin is digital gold. Doesn't look like it right now because of the market conditions. Like, oh, dude, man, it's been hammered. But right now it's sitting at 63,906.
Buy the fear.
Buy the fear. Buy the fear. Not financial advice, but buy the fear. Ethereum is at 1,852. I'm so glad.
Cheap.
I'm so glad I left that 4,000. What? Yeah, 4,600, something like that. Definitely free. Definitely free. Oh, and then we have this thing to highlight over here. A couple of chimpish facts by Sir Joey. Sir Joey says first, Chimpers the first next generation 3D brand. He TM'd it. Okay, she. The model is built on depth, distribution, decentralization, Web3 native culture and community, Web2 distribution and real world revenue, Web3 infrastructure, ownership and alignment, economic flywheels. Almost all Web2 and Web3 brands operate in only one of these layers. Very few operate in two. Chimpers operates in all three at the same time. What does that Why does that matter? Because culture without distribution doesn't scale. Distribution without ownership doesn't align. Infrastructure without brand doesn't resonate. Damn, bro, this guy always spitting bars. The most successful brand of the next decade will build in 3D, and Chimpers are leading the way. And then you have a nice little graphic there to look at it. But damn, man, how how empowering is that? You know, having culture but no distribution. Yeah, so it's irrelevant if you don't have a large audience or different other platforms to like be able to give products. Then the distribution without ownership. I mean, if you don't own the product, if you don't own, like, we own full rights to our chimpers, we can do whatever we please with them. Obviously, if it's not nefarious or like ill intent, they won't come and try to like do something. But other than that, you can build freely with your chimper. That makes for perfect alignment there. And then infrastructure without brand, it doesn't resonate. Um, yeah, man, I can't wait to talk to him. Do you legends have any great questions that I can ask Sir Joey tomorrow? I'm kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Nothing to be nervous about. Just be yourself. He will be.
Of
The
course,
guy has all the wisdom, everything we want to know. So he's definitely a huge part of what's been growing.
100%. And I've been going down. Go ahead, Zoops.
I was going to say, I like to think Sir Joey as a person that posts everything in a sense of what he's thinking. And given he's a strategy and operations guy, I think like that post that you've just showed is something you should definitely touch upon. I feel like the questions or why does this matter? Those 3 points there is what Chimpers are going to focus on in the next, I don't know, coming or present and into the future or short term, I'd like to say. So it's definitely something I'd say ask him about. Like he says, distribution. We know it's coming to stores, but we always like a little alpha, especially right now in these markets. So maybe he'll be nice enough to tell you some alpha in your interview with him.
Yeah, dig deep, get something for us. He'll give us something, a little taste.
I'm gonna shoot my shot, bro. I'm gonna shoot my shot, and definitely I'm gonna make it like I've been doing these last couple of interviews. Just more of a connection with the human behind the PFP. Try to dig into his brain. Obviously, he is very experienced in in the business side of starting a brand new business and scaling it up. Really interesting, how he started in logistics, and then he created his own like little forum because it was something to do with like therapeutics, and there being like red tape and no real place to like communicate. So he created this forum and built a community off of it. Then it gradually led to like different other products like webinars, actual meetups, and I want to see what because he mentions none of them had a real experience in creating a Web3 or a character brand, and so I would just like to see what are some of the similarities that overlap from his in real life business and what is being created here in Chimpers.
Is that interview tomorrow, Franklin? And is it live?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's live. I'm getting around how to work the um, the X because it's not fully compatible right now with Restream. But I got it done today, so it'll be great. It's gonna be great for tomorrow because the one that I did with Pixie, I was really kind of upset about that one. It just went to YouTube, and then I had to from YouTube post it up on X, but now I got it to work. So yeah, definitely something that's been in the works for a while now, um, and hopefully I get to have a one-on-one with Craig, a one-on-one with GTA, a one-on-one with Zoobs, a one-on-one with Junkie, because I want to showcase again the character of the persons that are in the dojo, because I always say the dojo holders are top tier. There's quality in the persons that are part of the dojo, and I definitely want to showcase that to the world. They got to know who you guys are. You guys are legends. You guys make it fun to be in the dojo. So I got to showcase that for sure. Um, what else?
Sorry, Franklin. What time will it be?
So that's 3 p.m. What is it? GMT for you guys and UK? GMT?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 3 p.m. your time and 9 a.m. my time. So far, that's been the sweet spot all around. Because I drop off my kiddos and then quickly just come back. And I assume that they got most of their morning stuff done. And so that gives them a little free time in the early afternoon. So yeah, man, really looking forward to this. I'm looking back through a lot of uh, old interviews, but I definitely want to get into the strategy side of things because, dude, we're witnessing what it is to create a character brand in real time. Everything we're experiencing, like we're observing everything they're doing. They're creating cards. It's digital and physical. They just created a plushie. It gets the people that are not native here going on here seamlessly. They're doing the web 2 side of things and getting a fandom because this is where you create characters now through the socials. They're going to the licensing and whatnot. All the stuff that we've mentioned already. And it's like we're getting to watch it. We're getting front row seats as holders, and it will be just great to like dig into his mind and see what how he thinks about maybe the future, and and yeah, because it does look more brighter than ever. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with this fun fact before we wrap this up because I did keep you guys for a while now. Chimpers Tuesday fact. Sergio post. Yazuki was the first Chimpers Genesis ever minted on January 22, 2022. That's a lot of twos. He's also the main character of the Ancient Chronicles book, which sets the foundation for the Chimpers. The son of the Emperor Yazuki grew up surrounded by some of the most acclaimed samurai warriors. Upon learning the secrets of the ancient chronicles, he soon mastered the magical energy his father held. So some chimpish facts for the chimp historians in the timeline there. The first Genesis to be minted. Super clean. And on the topic of Genesis, to just put the cherry on top, Bushi is the lowest listed at 4.80 ETH. What is that in USD? 8,928. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of USD, bro. Who got that? That can let me borrow it. I promise my what is it? My IOUs are valid. I promise. All right, fellas. Yeah, I think that's it for this week. I don't know what else to say, other than if I keep on going, I'm just gonna be rambling on stuff that maybe just might be a waste of time. But yeah, a lot of things to point out. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check out the contest. Go check out the contest. Every Chimpster protocol chimp that you buy gives you a spot at the raffle. And there's a Chimpers NFT up for grabs. There's some plushie blind boxes up for grabs. There's some bundles, some merch bundles up for grabs. And also participate in the weekly Friday spaces. You never know what you can win. McFly ate my cake, and AA each won 5,000 Chimpster. So yeah, it pays to participate. Uh, Congrats to all the winners there. Junkie, Zoops, you guys have any parting words?
Just stay chimping. I'm in the store, so I can't really talk too much, but keep chimping it.
Appreciate you showing up, bro. Even while you at work, you are a real one. You know the offer already. Go to Zoop. I mean, go to Junkie. If you buy a car, you get chimps there.
I thought he was going to throw me in actual, a Genesis maybe. Might have to rethink my visit, Junkie. Sorry about that.
I understand.
Yeah. Keep it chimping, Franklin. I'm looking forward to tuning into your interview tomorrow as well with Joey. Can't wait to see Craig on there as well. Shout out to Craig. Craig said he wants to be one of the only PFPs out there with an pixelated chimp. So I guess Craig and I are going to battle that out to see who lasts the longest. But yeah, shout out to everyone for attending as well.
Awesome. There you have it. Let's see who's gonna be the last one to stand with their pixels, cause Kawhi's coming, and as Junkie said, they look super clean. So be prepared for a big Kawhi wave and a big Kawhi takeover. Um, but yeah, thank you so much, Zoobs, for coming up and helping out. As always, appreciate, and it's always a delight to see you up in the stages, chopping it up with the chimps. And Junkie, as always, holding it down with me every Tuesday, the longest running community spaces on X. Those are facts. All right, those are facts. It's on the blockchain. Actually, no, it's not. It's on X. You can check. Yeah. But with that being said, thank you again to Amy for staying till the end. Wipers from coming in from the beginning to the end. Craig, as always, showing some love, man. I appreciate you. Our resident chimfluencer, the biggest chimfluencer. GTA, I appreciate all of that you've done for me, man. You seen the stuff that he cooked up, man. That's great. And he's gonna take some of his time to teach me how to add to the stream. So get ready for more colorful streams. All thanks to GTA. Big shout out to him. And yeah, I think with that, we end the show. We end the show. I appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. I'm gonna put some music on, and I guess we'll take it from there. Chip, another Tuesday Spaces. I hope that you guys, actually, hold up. Before I do the I hope, 14 views. I appreciate every single one of you guys that tune in. Greatly appreciate your support. Every single one counts. And yeah, please be active. Please be active. Give a like, give a comment. I'm looking out for those active participants as I grow out my Chimpers Chronicles art like rewards collection that I'm able to give out some Chimpers, some art pieces that I'm collecting, some Chimpers art pieces that I'm collecting to the supporters that show love. It's also part of the mission of bringing a Timbers art piece to every home. So yeah, please, yeah, what is it? Yeah, be on the lookout for that. I appreciate the support as always. But wherever you guys are at, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Stay safe. Love, love. Cherry chimp out. Cherry chimp out. Cherry chimp out.